What is going on, everybody? My name is General Mittens and welcome back to another episode in my Assassin's Creed Unity news, rumours and discussions video series. Now in today's video I will be going over the Gamescom single player trailer that was recently released. And this is just for AC Unity, so for the Rogue trailers I will be uploading a video probably either tomorrow or in a few days time, maybe Thursday. And I'll be going over both of those trailers, so the land trailer and the naval trailer.
Hello, I'm Alex Amancio, Creative Director on Assassin's Creed Unity. Today, we're proud to be showcasing a small slice of our single-player campaign.
So the first thing we're going to notice here is the heads-up display. Now we can see all of the icons like we saw in the very first single-player trailer, where you're on the roof and it shows you all the important features on the ground. But we also get to see the entire heads-up display. Now this is probably subject to change, as in fact it is just a developer build. If you look in the top left, it just says Helix AC UN 100 or something. So it's basically just developer coding, but in the UK version of this trailer they've also added some subtitles to, when guards are speaking. But they've actually typed over that and added the name ARNO Victor Dorian. So we can expect that to spell out the actual name of ARNO in the top left there, which could indicate some things. It could also just be like a nice little touch. By indicating things, I mean we might play as some other characters during this game. But again, I could be just reading too much into it. Either way, we see like a nice straight health bar, just like we saw, same position as basically every Assassin's Creed apart from 3. And we also get to see a nice widescreen display of the map instead of a circle. Now don't get me wrong, circle maps are fine because you can basically see everything you could possibly see on the map, because it doesn't matter how what corner you're at, you can't see any more. Whereas with widescreen square or rectangle maps, you can sort of cheat a bit and angle it funny and it will show you certain enemies and all that, but still it's a nice touch. It fits nicely with the screen. We can also see the puppeteer buttons up in the top right. Now they've taken the form of the AC4 and AC Rogue layout, where it's not exactly in the shape of like a diamond, it's sort of spread out, but we can see that Eagle Vision has been mapped to the Y button, so it looks like the right stick is now going to be for crouching or stealth mode. We can also see draw weapon on X, free run down on B, and cover on A, so it looks like cover isn't going to be a contextual thing and that it's actually going to be a button press. Now if you watch some of my older news videos, you will notice that I did say that cover was going to be a contextual thing, like you walk up to cover and he automatically goes to it. However, it looks like they've changed that recently. You can also see that this is in Sequence 3 Memory 2, it's got a difficulty rating, it's got a bunch of rewards, and it's got the name of the actual memory there, so it looks like it's going to tell you straight up how hard the mission's going to be.
What's our plan?
Our plan? You're not an apprentice anymore, boy. So study your surroundings. Devise your own plan. I'm not here to hold your hand.
Now I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory, not too much, but basically ARNO has been training with this guy to be an assassin, and he's recently just been, I guess, promoted, or he's just been noted as having enough skill that he's actually been allowed to devise his own plan. Now this plays into something called the Black Box, which is basically what Ubisoft are calling this area for missions. It's basically like a mini sandbox. You can go about things in many different ways, really. I don't know if this is for all missions, but for this mission in particular, it is basically a mini sandbox.
No targets in reach.
Out of the way. Move.
Where the hell was Duchesneau?
Oh.
If you can't find a weakness to exploit, make one.
You secured the cathedral?
Oui, monsieur.
Good. Tell Siver I'll meet him inside.
Opportunities everywhere.
You! Get back here with my keys! Thieves!
And if all other plans fail, why not sacrifice yourself for the cause, your life for his, before Altair, That was the Levantine approach.
So if you notice this there was a little reference to Altair, and he's basically saying that assassins before Altair generally just ran in there and shanked everyone. They didn't care for stealth or anything, where Altair was basically the first one to introduce that. So just a nice little tip of the hat to Altair.
You mean a dagger in broad daylight as I'm cut down where I stand?
Sends a powerful message.
I'll do it my way.
Whatever you think best, assassin.
This is one of Arno's first assignments as an assassin, and he must kill Charles Gabriel Siver, a thuggish Templar with strong economic connections.
So what we see here is a little tab on the side that says explore the area, create opportunities, but it's also got like a little tally where it says unique kills, entrances, secret entrances, and alarm bells. So this is basically telling you how many things there are to find in the area. Now personally, I think this is awesome because it stops you looking around for this non-existent entrance that you think is there, or looking for all these alarm bells, that kind of thing. It's awesome that it tells you straight up how many there is to find, so you don't waste time trying to find something that doesn't exist.
All of the game's main assassinations now take place in a new type of mission called black boxes. These missions are designed to let players craft their unique experience by allowing them to approach the mission any way they see fit. In other words, we give you an objective and that's it. No linear paths or narrow level design are forced upon you. You make your own opportunities. Additionally, we provide you with mod missions, which are optional objectives within the mission, which actually change how it unfolds.
So as we can see here, Arno is now blending with the crowd, but instead of turning grey or having a little dot on his head, it's shown as a little circle around him. So it basically shows where people need to be in order for him to blend better. Now this does play into effect with the whole customization thing, where you can get clothes that at a larger radius, so you don't need to walk around close, as close to people. But all in all, a nice little touch so you don't just stand next to one person and blend in.
More on that later. Let's find another way of infiltrating Notre Dame. This is where the mod missions come into play. We first saw a hint of it in the intro cinematic regarding a man called Duchesneau. Let's look for him in this crowd gathered in front of Notre Dame.
This is the only way in or out, and we paid off the guards.
When Monsieur Sever arrives,
We could try to kill him now, but there are too many guards around. It seems that he's meeting a priest. We might get useful information by following him. The new parkour experience gives you improved freedom of movement and allows you to select different paths on the fly. We really wanted to improve the player's stealth experience in Unity, and have consequently integrated a brand new stealth mode. Let's use this silent approach to reach Duchesneau. Stealth mode can be activated anywhere and provides you with the silence and agility of a predator.
God only gets 10. Who the hell does Sivert
what
think he
choice
is?
do you have? How long will it be before the revolutionaries descend on Mother Church like locusts?
So what we can see here is the new weapon selection system. It's very much like Black Flag and Rogue, except it doesn't pause the game or, take up your entire screen. It's this nice little compact icon selection that's sort of in the right, and it also shows us quite a few of the weapons. So here we have all your ranged attacks on the left D-pad. That's all your phantom blades, your pistol, as well as this other icon which I'm not too sure what that is. And then we have your fist on the down button. You have all your throwable items on the right. So you have your smoke bombs, your money, and your poison bombs. And then you also have medicine in the top. Now this is something very, very exciting for me because I hate regenerating health in Assassin's Creed games. It feels way too cheap. So it looks like they've reintroduced medicine into the game. Now personally, I really like this feature. I missed medicine ever since AC3. I hated the regenerating health system. Again, I thought it felt really, really cheap, so I'm incredibly chuffed that they're bringing this back.
Very well. I'll make arrangements with Monsieur Sever and see that the confessionals are closed. My employer prefers to discuss business away.
We got the info we needed. Let's use a smoke bomb to blind and assassinate Duchesneau. By the time the smoke dissipates, I'll be long gone.
So there we just saw a new stealth assassination animation. It's much like the AC3 and AC4 animation, except he sort of stabs him in the neck. Nothing too new, but again, it just shows that there's new animations in this game. Now, just a quick thing, if you notice there, the buttons that change when he walks past the guards, X says assassinate and B says knockout. So it looks like you can choke out the guards without having to swap to your fists. Just a nice little touch. You know, I didn't even really think about having something like that in the game, but again, just a nice little touch so it saves you time.
Where's the damn smoke coming from?
Lifts are still present in ACU, and you can use them for quick access to harder to reach places. This door is locked. I could try to pick the lock, but I don't yet have the lockpick skill. Let's follow our current lead and continue the mod mission objective. Climbing Notre Dame, you can see the level of detail and realism we've attained in the recreation of this iconic landmark. From the top, you can see the city of Paris spread out as far as the eye can see. Paris is the biggest, densest, and most immersive city we've ever created.
Absolutely senseless. Well, that's adventurous.
Here are the thugs we saw in the cinematic. They stole the keys to Notre Dame from the priests. By stealing them back, I could enter the cathedral much more easily. Let's avoid getting into a fight by using a stealth approach.
So as you can see, he is going for a separate route. Now this just adds to the whole make your own decisions aspect. It really does. So you can watch the cutscene and just like disregard it, run straight in, guns blazing, attack everyone if you're good enough and you don't die. Or you can basically work everything out that you've seen in the cinematic, you know, the little eavesdrop thing that happened at the start of the video. You can work everything out and make things a whole lot easier for yourself.
What should we do next? Well, seeing as how I stole his keys, why not raid the Archbishop's wine cellar?
Now that we have the keys, we can finally enter Notre Dame. Note that this is but one of 10 possible entrances.
So here we just saw a stealth kill. Now this is the whole B knockout thing that we saw earlier on when he walked past the guards. And it just adds that sort of choice system to it again. You can either go in and kill everyone, or you can go in and not kill anyone apart from your target. Now that is the, you know, it seems like it's going back to the true roots of Assassin's Creed, where the creed says, don't kill anyone but your target, basically, or anyone that, you know, is turned evil, I guess. But, yeah, again, it just sort of adds that whole aspect to it, so you can replay missions and try them different ways. I think this is a very good idea, and also, just to note, I can't get over how good this lighting looks. Really, they've gotten it, like, bang on. In other games, when you see light coming into buildings, it just, I don't know, it just never seems bright enough. Whereas here, it looks like it's really like the sun's shining in, like real life. I just wanted to, you know, say that one more time, but, you know, I know I've said that the lighting is awesome a lot, but, yeah, really, I can't get over it. It looks awesome.
Notice the attention to detail we've put into recreating the massive Notre Dame interior. All iconic landmarks in ACU have fully modeled custom interiors, all filled with various activities. We still have the iconic leap of faith. Just look for a haystack.
So as we saw there, he did do a leap of faith in a haystack in a church. So that is quite weird, but I think the haystack was just put there for the gameplay demo, just to show that they do have the leap of faiths in the game.
The red dot on the minimap in the bottom left of the screen indicates the location of Siver, our target.
Move! Out my way.
Ab homine iniquo et doloso eure me, quia tu es Deus, fortitudo mea. Quare me repolisti, et quare tristis incedo, tum affligit me iniminicus, emitte lucem tuam et veritatem tuam. Ipsa me deduxerunt, et aduxerunt in montem sanctum tuum, et in tabernacula adjutorium nostrum in nomine Domini vi vegit celum.
Siver entered the confessional, where he was supposed to meet Duchesneau.
So there we see a double assassination animation. Now I'm not sure if that was with 2 hidden blades or if we just grabbed his head and stabbed it on something. But either way, we can still assassinate 2 people even if we just have the 1 hidden blade. That's something that I think is very good that they've kept in, because if they're going back to the 1 hidden blade routes, they can't really take out, iconic things such as double assassinations. We've gotten so used to them now that if we go back, I don't know, it just won't be received as well. It'd be a lot harder to readjust.
But, as we've taken care of Duchesneau in the first mod mission, we can take his place in the confessional and kill Siver without alarming the guards.
Everything's in place.
Finally saw recent, did he? What's our cut?
30%.
Good, good. This is our moment, my friend. Petty nobles are ripe enough fruits, but the church has been leeching off the people for centuries. We crack their vaults. The Grand Master cannot fail to recognize our work.
As you say, monsieur.
Good.
Wait here. See that we're not disturbed.
Monsieur Latouche, I'm here to see the King of Beggars. You all right, monsieur? Too much? Come away!
So there we saw something very different and something that we really didn't expect with an Assassin's Creed game. Instead of seeing the whole talking to your victim as he's dying, we basically saw a repeat of things that he's done wrong. So this could be just replacing the whole talking to your targets when they're dead. I think because we've swapped over from the Animus to the Helix, and maybe that whole talking to your victims thing was an Animus specific item and it didn't actually happen. I'm not too sure because I haven't really read into that whole thing there, but it looks like it's going a lot more realistic. Instead of just assassinating someone in broad daylight and then having 20 minutes to talk to them and then going back out into combat, it's sort of keeping the flow and just showing you what they've done wrong and what's led up to this assassination. We also see some face animations there, and the faces are looking absolutely brilliant. I'm loving the faces in this game. They look so real. The animations are so good. So yeah, faces are faces get a thumbs up.
We have to escape Notre Dame. Given the number of guards, we have to escape Notre Dame, but given the number of guards, using the main entrance would be suicidal.
So here we see that secret entrance that was mentioned at the very start of the video. Now this reminds me a lot of Assassin's Creed 2 when you're in the catacombs. which is basically what this is. So all in all, this game is reminding me of Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, some of the best in the series. So with that, it's sort of shaping up to be a quite decent Assassin's Creed game.
The Paris of ACU is a multi-layered city with multiple underground passages. You can enter a building from the top and get out through the underground. The possibilities are endless.
Split up and find him. I want to hear his screams. We want his bloody head.
This demo was but a glimpse of our rich open world. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for watching.
And there we go, so there's the end of the video. All in all, I think this is more of a fan service video than an actual trailer. There were so many references in there and sort of answering questions that people had about the game, such as the leap of faiths and the cover system, and tailoring to those people, that we actually see a lot more of, sort of fan service stuff than actual, press release crap. So all in all, I loved this trailer. This answered a lot of questions for me. It also showed me a lot of the things that I wanted to see but hadn't actually seen in action. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you want to see more, definitely hit the subscribe button because I will be uploading weekly. And also remember to watch out for my Assassin's Creed Rogue Gamescom detailed analysis video, which I'll be uploading soon. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video. My name is General Mittens, and I'll see you in the next episode.